All right, can you guys hear me? What is up, everyone? What's up, Slava, my man? We got Silver in the house. What's up, Cater? How you doing, my man? Is the tide about to turn? We will see. I hope so. What's up, Cha? How you doing? Toshi to the moon. Yeah. What's up, Joy? Much love from Florida. Florida's in the house. How you guys doing? Hope it's cooler in Texas. It's slowly getting there. Let's see. No sound. Hello. Yeah, we got sound, my man. Oh yeah, I forgot I did a poll. So it's 50-50, 10 votes. We'll see what happens. From my understanding, it's 25 basis points, maybe 50 if we're lucky. Yeah, I did hear that Canada already did their 25 basis points cut, so pretty much that's what we're gonna do. If we do 50, that would be amazing. Just keep in mind we could still get a dump and then a pump. I don't know what's gonna happen. It usually does nothing, or we stay bearish and sideways. What's up, God First? How you doing? Toshi to the moon. Whoa, what's up, Metal, my man? How you doing? Jasmine to the moon at some point. Yeah, Toshi, all these coins aren't doing anything yet. We're gonna see. Well, I guess Toshi's pumping at the moment. Low to the high. Over the 236 at 3077, so it is technically bullish here. I mean, it's like right here. If it can continue moving up, then we are trading in this very large wedge, which is going to break to the upside, no doubt about it. We're still looking for our target here. But Toshi's got the good bullish macro market structure, higher highs, higher lows. These coins are getting ready to go. And we're getting closer and closer, so just got to hold tight. So a penny to 2 pennies for a 10 to 20x, I think is very likely on Toshi. Try not to go too crazy on the price targets. I mean, you guys can hold to the moon if you want, but there's just so many coins out there. There's no telling what's going to get bought. But Toshi is a good play. It's one of the ones that's in a little handful basket of good plays that I think is going to outperform what people expect. So we may get this thing up to 4 to 5 cents and do a 50x. I don't know what you guys think about that. Oh, it is 25 basis points just been announced. So is that bullish for us? What are you guys talking about? We missed your content. House thongs, house things. Yeah, Jasmine. I mean, like Toshi here, Toshi and dogging me, and these charts, especially when you zoom out, they don't look horrible. They're gearing up for a bull market, alt season, whatever you want to call it. Just put in a higher high again, so that's very bullish. Could we get a pullback on this? Of course we could, because we're not in October yet. At some point, I know you guys realize, but at some point, these coins are just going to continue going. They're not going to stop until we do get those 10 to 20, whatever X it's going to be. Yeah, Toshi's very bullish. It's getting coiled up, curled up here. What's up, Crypto Cano? Do I think Toshi's going to go now? Probably not. Let's see here. What is the price of Bitcoin doing now that they officially announced? Is there anything bullish going on? Let's see. What are we on? Oh, we're on the crypto chart. Let's pull up the Toshi Bitcoin chart. Or Coinbase chart, not Bitcoin. Oh, we haven't looked at this chart in a while. Let's see. Had a nice pump, but it's already selling off here. So right now, if we go from that high to the low, which I said it has very bullish market structure, but right now the support would be 308. If it could stay over that, then you can clearly see you'll break that 786 area. Yeah, I had one daily candle spawn in here. Not looking bad on the 4-hour. Little consolidation and continuation triangle pattern. So if we can get this daily candle to close 5.5 or almost 6 hours, if it closes over the 786 and holds, then that's bullish to the upside. But just keep in mind we could stay bullish and just hold. It depends on what the market's going to do. Do this again. It's where we just go sideways above that. But that would be a good spot. If it does end up pulling back down here to the 786 area, that would probably be a good spot to get in, because you're going to hold this recent resistance as support. And like I keep saying, we're running out of time. So if we hold here and we're bearish still or sideways for another week, 2 weeks, then ideal spot to buy more Toshi, in my opinion. But Toshi is going to be a good one. Satoshi. Yeah, metal detecting's low. You're lowballing Jasmine, in my opinion. It's definitely going to hit 5 to 10 cents. Let's just see. Screw it. Jasmine to the moon. Yeah, if I could ever get into the market, Jasmine's definitely on my list to buy. Jasmine, ACH, Elon. I think it's our other chart. But yeah, Jasmine. I just think due to the fact that they have a very large community and they have all their coins in circulation now, and people know pretty much that they're not a scam. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad here. It's just doing the same thing. It's going sideways. It's down below the 382, so once it gets back over 1.5, it's bullish again. You're holding the higher lows. Yeah, my man. Just to get to the 382 once again, what was that? On the weekly candles where it got stuck perfectly last time. Back in December of 2024. Over 5. Once you get over 5 on Jasmine, once it finally gets back up there, especially being almost in October, then it's over. It's too late to buy in. It's definitely hitting 5. Definitely hitting 10. Not financial advice, but yeah, I surely wouldn't sell Jasmine at 5. That's only a 3.5x from here. I mean, if that's all you need, then that's all you need, but I would definitely hold it higher than 5. Because I think 12 is very much on the table. And I think the 618 retracement is definitely on, especially in a bull market alt season. If these coins aren't going to go to the moon, then you can at least expect a 618 retracement. So that would put you around 30 cents and give you a 20x from here, 21x. So I think 30 is definitely on the table for Jasmine. And then possibly $1. I mean, just look where the chart is. I know these are monthly candles, but you got to realize, I've said this many times, once these giant green monthly, weekly candles spawn in, because everyone's piling into everything, or trying to at least, all you need is like 2 large candles to spawn in here. 75x on Jasmine to $1. But I think 30 cents should be your target, but not financial advice. Oh, we're back. We got T13's back in the house. How you doing, my man? We got T13 back asking for AI tech. How you been doing? Oh, man. I forgot about Solidus. AI tech to the moon. I forgot about this one. Yeah, I started finally doing some more updates on the channel again. I got a nice little list that I'm gonna go over and try to get those done every month. But we're running out of time, so live streams is gonna be where it's at when we're pumping. So AI tech is still bearish. Just trying to be bullish. Let's see what it's holding. Clearly our red box came into play twice, double top. So once this thing finally gets over 6.5, then you can be bullish on it. How high is it going to go? I have no idea. It's a new coin, but maybe the new coins are the winners, which I do have a good list of new coins that should be good, very good plays. So you're trying to hold the 786 or the 618. Yeah, you are holding the 618, especially on the monthly candle. So support right now is 3, bullish over 4 to 4.3. Macro bullish once this box breaks. Once this box breaks, where we're at in time, I think that's when the bull run's going to kick in, once it's over 6.5. And like I said, as to where it's going to go, I did not look into the market cap or the supply, but I would imagine it should have a decent run. But if you're looking to be conservative, 25 cents on Solidus would give you a 7.5, almost an 8x from here. 786 retracement, and then it's over. I mean, if it makes a new high and hits 60 cents, that's still a 20x. Moonshot would be over $1, $1.23, 36x. But if you guys are trying to be conservative and make sure you lock in profits, then I don't see why this one, if it doesn't break down further, 25 cents would be a real good target for a decent little gain. Shipping is pumping sideways. What's up, Isaac? Let's see. Yeah, shipping is or Sping is another good one. Sping to the moon. Sping's another one on my list that I would definitely, if it's not pumping already, I would roll over into it. If something else I bought, if I ever buy in, pumps. I don't think it's going to happen, though. I don't have the money. I have too many bills, so. Just hopefully you guys don't forget me when you guys are rich, because I'm not going to be able to get in. It's too late in the game now. Yeah, she's still holding, going sideways. Very good support here at the 236 at 0046, going completely sideways. So hopefully, if I ever do get in, it waits for me here. Even if I could get $100 on a coin, a couple of coins, I'd get something at least. Yeah, shipping could surprise from where it is now. New high, 30 cents, 63x. It's done it in the past with these giant candles spawning in, quickly selling off. And that's not too far away. Just imagine a bull run candle spawn in, one more for a blow off top, it hits 30 cents and it's over. That could be the case on shipping. I mean, this thing could pump up here. If it's going to pump, hit that, top is in, and then back down to the 618 area. It's back down to 2 cents for the bear market. Hopefully we're here, so when we know the top is in on Bitcoin and everything else, we're gonna just short the hell out of everything. We're gonna sell the top, put a little more money in, and short it down to zero, back to the shadow realm, everyone. Yeah, I don't know if I said it, but yeah, I mean that's even a decent move there to 4. It's almost a 9x from where it is. That's a good rollover play. You could use parts of your live stream for individual videos, a lot of others. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. Cryptomyalysis does that, I think. Other people do it. I don't know. Maybe I will start doing that. I don't know. Damn, I wish I still had my gold and silver. What's up, Danny? Can we look at Wi-Fi and TrueFi? Wi-Fi and TrueFi. Danny's in the house. Yeah, Wi-Fi is on my list too, my Coinbase list. So this is one here that if it hasn't pumped and you get something to pump, it could be a good play to throw some money in. is I don't imagine all these coins. They may start pumping a little bit, but all these coins aren't going to start going to the moon all at one time until the very, very end, and then it's over. Clearly, this one bullish in a bull market all season once it gets over 1.3. Once it breaks this resistance here at the 0.5, it's going to go. Yeah, Wi-Fi. Where's our Wi-Fi target? Is that 200 grand? Yeah, Wi-Fi's got a very nice chart here. Not exactly where I want it to be, but it's going completely sideways. And I would imagine something like Wi-Fi is at least going to get some sort of a rally. So a rally on this one, you're down below the 236. It's just going sideways in the channel. So yeah, 382 retracement, very likely. I mean, it's an older coin, so maybe it hits the 618 and it's over. That's still over a 5x. And if you do a leverage play on it, you could do a 2 or 3x leverage, then easily turn it to a 10 to 15x at that point. Just for an older rollover play coin. Yeah, but not a bad looking chart. This is exactly what I'm looking for in a coin. Moonshot on this one is that 2 grand area. Or 200 grand, 223 to be exact, 39, almost a 40x. Well, it is a 40x. Let me move that down. Yeah, over a 40x if you think it's going to hit 200 grand new high. Apparently, I don't know if that's still correct, but that would give it over a 7 billion market cap. So to be safe on Wi-Fi, anywhere from 28 to 48 grand. So 30 to 50 grand could be a nice little decent target to take profit. If you want to play it really safe, just hit, if your coin's bullish and we're going to the moon and you don't want to end up leaving money on the table because it could come up here and hit the 786, hit 50 grand and just instantly die, and then you think it's going to pump again and it never goes back up. So if you want to be completely safe and just kind of roll over your plays and buy something else, once a coin hits the 618 retracement, just get out, take your profit, and get something else that hasn't moved. Sounds easy, but it's not that easy. Let's see. And then what was the other one? TrueFi? What is the ticker for that? TrueFi. What is this? Is this on Coinbase? This is Binance chart. There's nothing bullish on it. You just made a lower low. It already hit the 618 retracement. Yeah, I don't know if I would buy this coin. I don't know what this is, but the question is the bottom end. That's all you can really do here. And I mean, if it's got a good community and they're active and you think people can actually buy this coin, right now, bottom in until it gets over 4, bullish over 5, macro bottom in over 5.5, bullish over 5.5, short term at least. But this one, what, topped in, yeah, 2021. So it is an older coin. There's 1,000 new coins out, 1,000,000 new coins out, however many there is. So if that is it, and it gets over 4, bullish over 5.5, 618 retracement to 25 cents would be an 8x from here. And then possibly the high to the low, 1272 and your 786 are right on top of each other. So maybe you're lucky. Maybe you get a 15x out of it to about 50 cents. A little over a 15x. There's too many coins. I don't know the targets that people are saying for these things. I know they're ridiculous in some coins. RWA made in the USA. So we'll see how these sectors, these categories play out. I know RWA's talked about a lot. The main thing is make sure they have a community. Make sure it's on buyable exchanges where people can easily buy it. So if it's on Coinbase, Binance, then it'll probably pump. Oh wow, we only got 11 people in here. So has Jerome Powell opened his mouth yet? Or he hasn't spoke yet? I don't know when he's supposed to speak. I know they come out with the information beforehand. But maybe he'll say something bullish and we'll go up. Let's see what the poll is doing. All right, 55% pump to the moon. We got 20 votes. Everyone vote and hit the like button before you file back into the shadow realm. So far, it looks like there's nothing happening on the... I haven't even looked at Bitcoin yet, but it doesn't seem to be anything's happening yet. Nah, Bitcoin's dropping. It was at 116 earlier. Macro overall bullish in my opinion, but yeah, it's not doing anything. We're down almost 1% on the day. Yep. What do you think about Toshi pump? Still going high or it's done? No, it's not done at all. Unless you're holding a complete piece of crap, it's not done because we haven't even had alt season yet. And Toshi's a big one, so Toshi's going to be a big player. Toshi's going to go... It's no way done. Are you talking about the recent pump that we looked at? Could be done for the recent pump because it just put in a higher high. And it's already got a large wick forming. So if that's what you're talking about... Yeah, until we're going completely up, it could be done for now. But if it can hold over this level here, hold over the high, hold over the 236 at 307. I think we said 308 earlier. But it's holding higher lows and higher highs, so overall chart looks very good. We're still looking for possibly 2 cents on this thing for 20x. And like I've said many times, maybe it goes a lot higher. And what if we do the... I think this is how you do the measured move out of this one. Or no, let's see. Just a guesstimate. If I can grab anything. So breakout in October. Yeah, 2 to 2.5 pennies maybe. Could be where it's headed to. But yeah, it'd be nice if I can catch a coin that would pump like Toshi. Just anything. Buy in, let it pump, get my little return, and then get out. I don't have enough money to buy in deep on a coin and let it go. I'm gonna have to gamble. Are we still bullish on XCN? I don't know, I haven't looked at XCN in a while. The XCN Moon Boys are out there somewhere. I don't know where, but they're out there somewhere. Yeah, I mean, it hit that final support level that we call anyway. It's still not bullish until it gets over 2, but it did just pretty much bounce off of the 786 area, but it's getting stuck at the 0.5, 618. So it is making lower lows. Like I said, it's not bullish right now, but the good thing is it did hold this higher low. So it could be it. But I would get bullish on it once it gets back over about 1.5 pennies to 2 pennies. But until then, it's doing nothing. And it really can't go any lower than this. I mean, it always could, but it just... If it breaks this 786 level, then we're going to be bearish for another month, and we won't... Not going up until the middle of October. And we're going to have these coins fall off the table one last time. That would be horrible. It's a 47% drop. Because you are down below the macro 0.5 here. Let's see what the monthly. Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, I really can't go any lower. But it looks like all these coins that pumped, Arc Block, PNG, LCX, they all pumped, and then they've been doing this same thing, stuck in this little downtrend. Not bullish yet. And people are getting extremely bearish on these coins now. But I would say it's only a matter of time before XCN finally wakes up again. They'll pile back in and everyone will be bullish. I would say it's definitely going to do a 10x up to that volume area. Up to about 10 cents is very likely. It's going to go higher? No idea. 20 to 25 cents would be a 20x. But it's going sideways. Yeah, I mean, that's not too bad. When you zoom out to the monthly, clearly that's just consolidation, pull back into a triangle. That's macro bullish. So it really shouldn't break down more than it is. I mean, we should start going up on these coins. At least grinding up. Drift protocol. Yeah, we only got 11 people in here. Yeah, drift. I never really looked into drift, but I know we've looked at it before. Yeah, I mean, let's see what we're looking at here. High to the low. All right, so the bottom is in over 56. Clearly bullish once it breaks this 3-2. Yeah, you'll have a large move up once it breaks the 3-2, it looks like. Once it breaks that heavy resistance at about 75, 76 cents, it's going to start running. I don't know about their coins, if they got them all out, if they're releasing more in the next 2 months. How big a community they got. Yeah, it's only a new high on this one would be a 7x. So $5 is on the table. Like I said, I don't know the market cap, but 7.5x to 5. So it may go a lot higher than that. 1618 retracement, so $10. Maybe $5 to $10 on this one. Maybe a 15x out of it. But it needs to break. It needs to make higher high and break the 3-2. And then you can be bullish on it again. Let me see. Wait, what is the breaking news? Jerome Powell finally does it. Federal Reserve cuts interest rates 0.25%. Are we back? 0.25%. Drift protocol. Drift is number 187, 44 million market cap. Oh no, 245 million. Yeah, I don't know what drift is. All right, so gold and silver to the moon. Avantis was a pretty good coin. Are they going to cut it more this year? You mean Aventis or Avantis? You talking about the one that just recently pumped? Yeah, I saw this one was pumping. If this is it. Yeah, I mean, it's going sideways. It still looks bullish. Doesn't look horrible. There's another coin, I think MYX. MYX Finance went to the moon, or it tried to. Let me see, I don't remember. Oh yeah. Oh damn, it's going again. Wow. Let's see. Teller is another one you have. DXY dumped badly. So 3 more cuts this year, and it will destroy the dollar. Yeah, this coin, if this is what you're talking about, it still looks like it's alive. 4 hours, by the way. Yeah, it came up perfectly to the new high, 1272 from the high to the low, got stuck. Bull runs over it, hit the higher high. What was it at? 20 cents to $1.30. $1.50, 60. Yeah. I figured more people would show up today. Yeah, it's still bearish below the 236 short term. Bullish over 112 again. ZBCN, I forgot about that one. I'm still salty on ZBCN. I missed it. It was on the bottom and I almost bought it and I didn't. Bad decisions. Yeah, it's still holding up. You're still over the 382. You're still holding the higher lows, most recent. I mean, there's no way to tell if these coins are going to break down further. Apparently, the market didn't react at all to the FOMC meeting. It doesn't care. These charts are still holding up. They're still getting ready to run. So no pump yet. It's bearish. But I do think our target for ZBCN is still 10 cents. And it may go higher than that, but 10 cents I think is a good target. It's almost a 25x from here, 24x. But if you want a more conservative target, I would say 5 cents. It's very likely for a 10x. But the chart doesn't look bad. These are weekly candles sideways and it's starting to grind up. If it doesn't pump to the moon soon, and it should hold and bounce for a higher high. So maybe the 1618 is up next. So it's about to do a 2x. Put in a higher high, pull back one more time, and then it's time to go. No more time left. By the time that happens. What's up, No Sleep? Property is a great RWI. What's up, Rav? RWA on Coinbase. Yeah, we've looked at Property multiple times. Wait, we went dark. But how many RWA plays are out there on Coinbase? There's so many coins now. You're gonna have to pick the right one. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Macro chart is holding the 382, 618 or 786 it got stuck at. It's doing like the rest. It's going sideways. It is putting in the bullish market structure on the macro, so it's not horrible. And you're holding the 382, so bullish over 68. Bull run over 145. Yeah, low to the high, you're getting stuck at this 382 right now. So in the upwards direction, if it can break about 83 and then 96. But right now, it's doing what everything else is doing. We're still stuck. So it needs to get over 8 to 9 cents, and then you can be bullish on it and stay over it. All those weekly candles, 3-day candles, daily. Yeah, the daily are also getting stuck. So maybe we'll get these daily candles to finally break resistance, and we can finally start try to move up. But yeah, apparently nothing's happening off the FOMC. Yeah, 382 is also right there. Proppy, Coinbase. I mean, you can't go wrong with something on Coinbase, but even though they are listing, I don't know how many coins do they have on there now on Coinbase. I really think the new coins are going to be the play. The base plays, the new coins. I don't know if utility is going to have anything to do with people buying these coins. Utility, in my opinion, is for the long term, but there's no guarantee these coins are going to survive 3 years of bearishness when everyone leaves and everything goes to zero. But if you're bullish on it, new high 11.60 to $12 would be a 14x or so. We're just not moving yet. Yeah, what's up, Aaron? Yeah, Q&T to the moon. Mark, what's up? How high can Cody go? Cody, probably a 545x. Cody's an old coin. There's no way I'm holding an old coin past like a 5x. I just don't, unless they've drastically changed and people actually know about some of these coins like Cody. No one ever talks about Cody. Maybe a select few people do, but Cody, what'd it do? Yeah, this thing's, hopefully the bottom is in and it's not bearish anymore from where you're right now. If it does pump a 618 retracement to 22 from 5 cents, would be a little over a 4x. And that's exactly what I'm looking for in these older coins. There'll be a handful of them that actually do 20x's and stuff, but it's not going to be a lot, I don't think. Yeah, this one's stuck below the 786 right now. Let's see. What I like to do on these charts is just do this from where the most recent price action is, just draw a big box. And then sometimes you can kind of see the area of volume and resistance and support. It's just all a gamble because you got to try to pick the right coin. Out of the 100, 200, however many RWA coins there are, just got to pick the right couple of them that are going to actually run. Moonshot, $1.50 would be a 28, 29x from where it is. If you think that's possible. If you think you can break the 2021 high. We got no sleep for 2. I appreciate the first super chat. I appreciate the 2. Uki Labs and Velodrome Finance. 2 for 1, he says. AUKI, what is that? Yeah, I can't wait to go bullish so the super chats come back in, because I would love to just do this full time again instead of just streaming once a week because I work so much. Alright, I guess we looked at this one. Oki Labs. What is this? Yeah, you know you're bearish when no one ever asks for the meme coins anymore. All the scam coins on Deck Screener. Everyone lost all their money on them. Yeah, this one got stuck at the 618 twice. Every time it comes up to 3 cents, it's just rejection. Every time. So if this one's going to have a bull run, it'll be over 3. Right now your support is 2.3. 2 cents and then bullish over 3, but it keeps getting stuck. I just did a 3x. Oh, from the bottom, that is. So as long as you're over, what is that? 2.2 to 2.3. Even down to the double 3 too, but there's no telling what it's going to do. You got stuck and it's done for now. But yeah, clearly once you get over the 618, it's going to go. Where's it going to go? I have no idea. Is this a 2021 coin? No. So the question is, from where it is, breaking the 618, I guess. I mean, I don't know anything about the coins or the market cap or anything like that, but it's only a 4x too, and this is not an older coin, so 10 cents is on the table if you're looking for a 4x play from where it is now. Unless it flips bearish below the 236, then it's going to come all the way down to below 2. %, drop. It's not the worst looking chart. It's going sideways. I don't like using these crypto charts because then you can't look at volume. Velo, I'm very bullish on Velo if it's still holding up. Oh, you've had Velodrome Finance, not Velo. Isn't that what you said? Let me check. Let me double check. Yeah, Velodrome. I think the last time we looked at Velodrome, I wasn't looking too great. Maybe we take that back. Let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of coins doing this same move to where they're putting in. Let me zoom out. Let me see. I mean, it's not the worst to be buying in right now because it's all the way down here on the bottom doing nothing. It's over the 236. It put in a higher low on the macro. So that's either the bottom or there's no bottom and it's never going up. But it made a higher high. Let me see. And then the other bullish thing you can clearly see on it, there's a lot of coins that are doing this, like I said, that have this same setup. Where we have this wedge pattern down here, which is bullish. So that tells me it's only a matter of time before we get squeezed up. Unless your coin's a dud and it just goes down. But yeah, if I ever had to buy Velo, now would be the time, not financial advice. These coins at some point soon, at least over the next month from today, they got to start moving up. At least some of them. But yeah, Velo doesn't look horrible. Bullish over pretty much 7. Velodrome Finance. Is this one's on Coinbase, ain't it? What are we at? 5 pennies, so $1 on this thing. Yeah, could be a good 20x play. $1 Velo. Can you check Doge for your mum? For your mum? Kava. What'd you say, Doge? Dogecoin's not going anywhere yet. Doge is probably gonna go at the end. And Doge is another old coin, so it's gonna be it's not gonna be a large move play. Same thing with XRP. I know people are bullish on Doge and XRP. It's probably guaranteed for a decent run because so many people are going to buy into Dogecoin, but it can only go so high. It's putting in higher lows. Next step is to put in a higher high, depending on if that's the moonshot or what, which could be. So Dogecoin to $1.50, $1.56. The 6x from here. But it does have a bullish chart. I would put a very good chunk of money in Doge, just because I know people are going to buy it. People are going to pile into Dogecoin. Putting in higher lows. There's a decent chance that $1.50 to $2 is very likely the target. So if you want to be conservative on Doge, I would say $1.50 is probably guaranteed target for this thing. Not like I keep saying, nothing's guaranteed, but I don't see why it wouldn't. Decent, solid, guaranteed 6x. Give me my money and then I'm out of here. And if you're lucky, maybe you get almost a 10x, up to $2.50 to $3. But it's doing what it needs to do. Higher highs, higher lows. Chart is curled up here. These are monthly candles, by the way, so just need 2 large green bull run alt season candles to spawn in. Put the top in and it's over. Let me see. Let's see. What's up, Robin Hood? Robin the Hood. Dogami's about to make a move. AXGT. Well, everything on the macro picture of things is about to make a move. Is this what you're talking about? This is what you used to always ask for. It's nothing bullish on it. It's stuck at the 236. It's making lower lows and lower highs. Well, it's trying to hold, but it's already got a wick forming. So it needs to stay over 8 and then bullish over 13.5. Until then, still bearish, lower low, stuck in a downtrend. But yeah, I would never buy this coin. I don't know what it is, but I would never buy it. If it pumps, it pumps. A new high on this one. Yeah, it's not a bad move. I mean, I guess if I had extra money, I would gamble a couple bucks on it. I'd have to look into it first. New high would be about 250 for a 30x. So it's trying to hold the bottom right now at 8. Let's see. All right, let me do these two real quick. Yeah, where can you buy this coin at? It's only on MEXC. Yeah, it's doing the same thing. It broke our... I mean, it's not horrible. It's going sideways. Depending on if I could buy this thing, depending. So it is getting stuck at the 236 right now. So until it breaks that and makes a higher high, it's still bearish. Bearish sideways. Yeah, you're holding the 618 support at 1-1. I mean, we can draw up all the fibs we want, but we're getting so close. Right now is the time to just be, if you're bullish on a coin, all you can do is place your bet. I would like to place my bet before it's too late, but I can't. So this one, if you want to place your bet on it, bullish over 18, bull run over 35 cents. New high would be $2. What is it at? 11 cents. So that's it. And you break over 35, possible new high at 17, 18x up to $2. Which is, like I said, it's not a bad looking chart. It's going completely sideways here. So it is one, if it was on Coinbase or somewhere I could buy it, I would have it on my list. And if it was still just going sideways, I would probably buy in for a rollover play. Let me pull up Dog and Me. Dogging me. Yeah, it looks the same. Did it finally break? Oh no, everyone pile in. Dogging me's about to go. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, some of these coins got a little baby pump going on. Up 14% almost. Yeah, where do we draw this at? On the weekly? Or is it the monthly? Let me see. Let me fix this. Let me use 2 hands. Be a big boy. Yeah, I don't know what time frame we drew this on. Alright, let me reset this. There's just too much on the screen at the moment. So what did we do? Let's see. Let's move that. I mean, Dogami is going to be a good play. We're looking on the weekly chart. It appears... I don't know why this is all messed up like this. Yeah, depending on where you want to draw this, it's either about to break out or... I mean, it's not got much room left. So like I said, it depends on where you want to draw this at. We could say it's even trying to break out here. If we go there, where we had it. So if it could stay over 305, maybe we're bullish. Bullish over 6.3. Dogging me can be getting ready to run. Weekly stock RSI just crossed bullish. It keeps doing that, but every time it's still stuck in the pattern here. But if that is it, then it should have a decent run. But we've been covering Dogging me for so long, and it's been doing nothing for 3 months. So you had plenty of time to get in, especially as much as we've been talking about it. And Dogging me, I have no idea where this coin's going. Is it going to a penny? Dogging me rockets up to a penny. It's not a bad move. A 25x to a penny. What's up, King Bob? ICP. Mom said thanks. Tell her welcome. Tell her hi for us. Tell her hi and that you're going to be a rich man before or as soon as the year ends. Patiently waiting. A lot of good news with current loan defaults with many new partnerships. BlackRock, one of them. What about AI tech? We did AI tech, my man. You're going to have to rewind. They're getting Binance, so that's good. But yeah, we did AI tech already. AI 16Z. What do you mean loan default? Many new partnerships. Yeah, that's my big problem right now. AI 16Z. I can't get a loan to save my life. If I could just get a decent loan, it would catch me up on bills. And I would actually be able to put a little bit of money in the market, but it's just not going to happen. I've tried and tried. There's just not going to happen. I already got too many loans and too much debt, so it's over. I will be in the shadow realm waiting for you guys that don't make it to come back in. I'll greet you and say go sit back in your corner in the darkness. We're going to be here for a while, so hopefully you guys make it out. You don't want to be stuck in here with me for the next 3 years. High to the low, AI 16Z. I mean, this doesn't have a bad chart either. There's nothing bullish on it yet, clearly. Has to get over 19 and then 31 to be macro bullish, and right now it's stuck at the 236. So short term over 12 and then 15 and a half you could be bullish again. But like I keep saying, the same thing's going on with this one. It's in a downtrend. So I would say at this point in time, once these downtrends break, then we should start going up. Or your coin should start going up. Yeah, once you get over the 236, potential break of the downtrend. And then you can be excited on it. And like I keep saying, the point in time we're in, if you think this project's going to actually run which they could always die from here. We could be bearish for another couple of weeks and we could come down, but you got to just take that chance, in my opinion. Like I said, if I had the funds, I would try to buy something right now. Even if it dropped, I'd have to try. Moonshot over $6 would be a 57x from here. A good target to, if that's the bottom, 10x up to $1 or $1.20. Very bearish scenario. Bull run sucks. No one comes in. There's not enough money to buy everything. If you get a 618 retracement, if it just seems like that's a dud of a bull run and nothing's happening, but we're pumping slowly, if you see this thing at about 70 cents for a 6x, you might just want to get out. What's up, Crypto Analysis? How you doing? Yeah, sell the news. It's all rubbish. Crypto Analysis in the house. You streaming today, my man? Let me see. Crypto Analysis. All right. We had some borrowers default on loans. We went to legal litigation for resolutions. Okay. I'll check up my email. Oh man. It's always bearish. It's like someone give me a break already. Yeah, there's only 9 people in here watching, so the FOMC was a dud. We're still in the same boat. Still locked away. Did I get the super chat? Yeah, I think I did. Alright, yeah. Yeah, like I keep saying, even if I can't get in, let's go bullish so I can get some people back in here. Get them to pop back into the streams. Get all the XE and Moon Boys in here screaming. I guess everyone's at work, huh? Let's see. What is DGen doing? Nothing. Nope. Yeah, there's almost no point in even doing these coins because they're doing nothing. They've been doing nothing for months. Look at this, DGen. DGen's been going sideways for, what, 6 months? I do think the bottom is in. We've been saying that for the last half a year. At some point it'll go up, but it's just doing like everything else. Stuck, but it's gearing up for a run. That's my opinion, though. That's what I see everywhere. It's getting closer and closer. I think we should be bullish at some point in October. But looking at DGen, it's still holding our macro line here, this white line. It's doing nothing. Once it gets over 4, bottom is in, bullish over 7. And I do think DGen is going to be a good play. I do think DGen has the potential to rocket out of here. So from today, let's move it up just a hair. About a 48x up to 17 cents, so maybe 20 cents. Bearish case, 10 cents, 30x. Yeah, I really think DGen can easily 30x from where it is. DGen is going to be a monster. If we can just hit 10 cents, you got a 30x out of it. It's a massive move for anything. Bearish case is 3 pennies. 3 pennies for an 8.5, 9x, and then get out. And that's where I got stuck last time, so I think it'll probably end up going higher. Degen to the moon. Degen's another good one. Degen, Toshi. There's so many. There's so many coins. I don't even know what to say. Opal, please. Yeah, we used to look at that a long time ago. I just wonder what some of these coins that actually no one has ever heard of, which ones are actually going to be on the top list for how much they ran. And people are going to be like, what is this coin? Why did it do 100x? Yeah, same thing with this one. There's nothing bullish on the chart. It put in a lower low. It's bearish. Bearish below. Macro 6.8, 7 pennies. Not bullish until you're over 17. So it's still bearish. If you believe in it, then yeah, it's still bearish. Below 3.4, it's still bearish. There's no bottom yet. Yeah, not bad returns though, if that's it. Which you never know. 618 retracement on this Opulus coin is a 22.5x up to 72 cents, 70 cents. It's a decent move. Yeah, because if you think it's going to a new high, then that's going to take you to 40 bucks. 40 from 3. That's 125x. It's not happening. It's probably not going to hit $2 because that's a large move. That's a 62, 63x from here. But like I said, you never know. Got to take the gamble. Yeah, I wonder if more people are going to show up. I guess the news is already out, huh? It's all over. They hyped it up and it was nothing. Oh man. Alright. Who's CryptoCat? Let's see what the poll is doing. How long have we been on here? I was going to try to stream for a couple hours, but there's no one here. There's nothing happening. We'll just stay on for as long as we can. You guys have to change your votes. 54% say pump to the moon. And we've already had the news, so everyone switched to nothing will happen. So the poll wins. Oh, it's always bearish. We're almost there. Yeah, Cryptomyalysis, you here still? Are you still are you live streaming soon? Today? Later? So AI Tech is getting Binance. That's good, my man. So what have we not looked at in a while? What have we not looked at in a while? Yeah, I almost said the F word. So is Ethereum doing anything? Is there anything moving, or is just nothing's happening? Yeah, nothing's happening. It's exactly as I suspected. It's just going to be nothing. Even the clickbait title didn't even work. Rate cut pump. Oh man. What is Naka? You guys know we're back when people start coming back into the stream that used to be here that aren't here anymore. David and all the Daves aren't here anymore. Sounds like a band, David and the Daves. Naka, what is Naka? Naka, oh, Nakamoto Games. Okay, I gotcha. You're still holding all these coins you keep asking for? You disappeared for a while, now you're back asking for them. And they're almost in the same spot. They haven't moved. They're not doing anything. It's not exactly accurate, but clearly you're holding this area. 382 area, clearly resistance, turn support. So if it's gonna have any kind of life and go up, it needs to just hold this macro area. But it doesn't look horrible, even if we pull it all the way out to here. So if you're taking a gamble on Nakamoto, that should be the bottom. Unless we're gonna get one more dump in the market and everything's about to fall off the table 40%. If it falls lower, then it's gonna just completely die. Especially breaking this macro yellow box area. Damn, I wonder if I can long this thing. It should be the bottom. What kind of damage can Naka do? Oh, no. No. It's an 8x back to the 786. Let me fix this. It's sitting right on there. Yeah, I don't know what I guess I need to look into Nakamoto games. New high moonshot gamble play is a 95x almost. Jesus. Let me see if it's on this exchange that I have. Nakamoto. Naka. Oh, it's only for spot trading. But yeah, I mean, could very well be the bottom on this thing. What's up, Nick? Yeah, it is. It is a good sign for the Q4. And like I've said many times before, with the rate cuts and the use case of all these coins, the market doesn't matter. The market doesn't care. When it's time to go up, it's time to go up. When it's time to dump into the bear market, it's time to just go back to zero. Because no matter what you're holding, even if this coin right here does a 100x almost, it's only going to stay up there for a moment. If it does that, which I'm not saying it will, probably not, but wherever it runs to, it's going to hit and it's over. It's all the way back down. And then we saw it last time, however many years it is of just complete bearishness and selling. Some of these coins won't survive. Like the big coin from last time was what, Axie? Axie Infinity. Where's our Axie chart? Oh, AXS. Let me type that in. Axie Infinity ran to the moon. Everyone was talking about it. Well, it was popular at least. And I didn't buy in and it just ran. And I was like, damn it, I should have bought it. So the monthly candles was this July of 2021. Yeah, this thing just came out and went. But yeah, this one's actually on my rollover list. It's still, I don't know why our fib is like that. Hold on. Why is the fib like that? That makes no sense. Alright, we're just going to do a new one. So Axie Infinity here. Let's see. So this thing ran up and did a what? Depending on where you bought in, of course. Oh, wow. That thing ran. What was I trying to do? Oh, I don't know why I'm feeling so bearish right now. Like, with everything, crypto and life. Yeah, topped out and came all the way back down to the 618 retracement. Oh. Alright, but yeah, we only got 15 people in here, but I will be right back. I'm gonna go get something to drink. I will be right back. Act 1, let me pull that up. Act 1. Trying to stay on here. Is it just Act? I know we've looked at it before. Yeah, just let me know, is that on? Wait, there it is, Act 1. Why do we not have a chart for it? That's on Pyth. Maybe we looked at that on Deck Screener, I'm not sure. Is this it? Yeah, I'm gonna go get a drink. Let me know if this is it or it's something on Deck Screener. And I'll be right back, everyone. Try not to leave. We will be back. Like, share, subscribe, hit the like button. I already said that. Answer the poll. Maybe some more people will show up. Let's see. Let me type in Act. Let's see if we have a chart on Deck Screener. Probably. Oh, this is a Solana coin. What is it sitting at? 4? Oh, it's the same price, but it has a better chart on. I guess it doesn't matter. It topped out on that wick and it came down. All right, we'll just look at it on here. A few predictions on Cookie, Dow doing 100x plus. We'll look at Cookie in just a moment. Rio, I forgot about Rio, my man. Supra. Rio to the moon. All right, let me just. It's got pretty much the same chart on Deck Screener, so there's nothing bullish on it. Clearly making lower highs and lower lows. Not bullish until you get over 7 or the bottom end at least. 11 is bullish. I don't know what this coin is. I don't know. This is an AI coin, ain't it? Isn't it? Isn't it? I mean, it could be the bottom. I mean, there's nothing on the chart telling me the bottom is in, but you just got to take that gamble. Yeah, if this one rockets out of here to a new high, you're looking at a 50x almost to $2 from 4. Like I said, if that's the bottom. And the only other thing we could do is go from this high to the low really quick. It's trying to hold that 236 area once again, but clearly it's still making lower highs. So I'm bearish until it breaks that market structure. Until it breaks the lower high scenario, it's bearish. It's getting stuck at the 236, so it has to hold over 4 and get over 4.5, 5. And then you can be bullish on it. But if you know what it is, it's going completely sideways, so you could be surprised. Get a nice decent run out of it at some point. Alright, let me pull up Rio and then we'll look at the other ones in a minute. Rio. What the hell is Rio doing? This looks like the... I think FET. I think it looks like FET. Yeah, all your coins have just these crazy sideways charts. Okay, we'll do Rio and then Cookie. Alright, hopefully you guys don't leave. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. We're back. We're back. Super update. What's up, DZ? What's up, Noah? We got Noah the Moon Bear in the house. AVNT. I think we already looked at that one. Yeah, people have been asking for it because it was pumping, but it's probably done. Wait, what was the low? Oh, we gotta look at Rio. Let's finish Rio first. Rio, not the best looking chart, but it's. Let's see what we can do with Rio. Just trying to hold over the 0.5, but we're gonna go low to the high. Yeah, it just bounced off the 0.5 perfectly. At 20. Ooh. So bullish back over pretty much 40 cents where it's getting stuck at. If you can get over 40, then you can be bullish again. But if we take that off, you can clearly see that level is also macro resistance area, and you're below it. So over 40, this thing is bullish again on Rio. And then Rio to the moon. Wow. Damn, from Rio's right now to 27 is a 95x. All right. So we're looking at Rio. Yeah, we'll do Supra in just a moment. Cookie and TIA. Swift, my biggest bag. Swift's going to be a good play. Swift coin, I think, should hit 50 cents, maybe $1. I mean, I don't know. I don't know where these coins are going. I don't think Rio's going to do a 95x. We're looking at monthly candle chart, by the way. So we may have to cut this down and just do, since it is on the larger time frame, low to the high, or high to the low rather. It's trying to stay with the 236, getting stuck at the 32, that 40 level again. So the high on this one would be 8. So $8 would get you a 28x from here. Supra. Supra's at the bottom. What is it doing? Yeah, low to the high. It's holding the 618. So that's what you want to see, a 618 retracement and hold for a bounce back up. Bullish back over 0035. So I mean, there's not really much to say on some of these coins. Right now, a lot of these coins are doing this. We're doing nothing. Clearly bottom end over 4, bullish over 8. But it all depends on where it can actually run to. So not a bad spot to say the bottom could be in. Could still hit that 786 retracement. Is it going to 72x to 22? Don't know. From where you are now, if that is it, a 6x up to 2 pennies for a 618 retracement. There's just no telling. There's so many coins now. There's no telling what coins are going to actually run and break the 618 and actually have a decent bull run. Like I said, it depends on the coin also. But it's just going sideways at the moment, like I said. Macro bearish still. If we're still going to be bearish for another month and it does lose support, which has been holding for a little while. Yeah, this one could drop 24% down to 0.02, and then that should be the bottom. But it did just make a lower low, lower high. So it's not the greatest looking, but it is going sideways, so that's like the positive you could take away from it. AVNT already pumped, my man. Or DZ. Yeah, everyone's asking for this AVNT coin, but it already went. I don't know what else you guys want from it. Let's go to the 4-hour. So short term, it's bearish because it's still stuck below high to the low 236 here. Bottom is not in until you get back over $1.03 and 112 to be bullish again. So if it gets over 112, it's bullish to push up. I mean, it's not the worst looking chart, but it already had a massive run, it looks like. You need it to pump, but yeah, this thing just did what? Almost a 6x from that volume area there. Did you just buy in on this one? But if it can break over that 3-2 area and hit a higher high, it is still putting in higher lows. So if you want to zoom out, it's still bullish at the moment, but there's no telling. So if we can break through 1618 at 220 would be another 2x move up. But like I said, it's stuck at resistance right now. Yeah, we had a few coins pump, I guess, ahead of the FOMC, but it looks like they're all done now. They're all done. Unless tomorrow we get on here and everything's going again. All right, let's zoom out on Cookie. Yeah, we had Cookie here. Yeah, depending on where you want to draw this channel. It's not a bad spot to be buying in on Cookie. High to the low, you're holding the 236, you're holding the bottom of the channel here potentially. So if we go by this, I think Cookie's going to be a very good play. So you can clearly see back to the top of the channel here, depending on where that's going to be. Could say $4 is going to be the top. And Cookie Dow is going to do almost a 30x up to a 4. But it does look like the bottom should be in on Cookie. What's up, Michael? You need the Jasmine to break 2 cents. But yeah, Swift Coin is a good one also. Swift Coin has the ZBCN chart. Let's see what we're looking at. Yeah, zoom out, monthly candle chart, macro chart. That's probably the bottom. Like we keep doing, we keep drawing the macro boxes. Clearly it back tested all the resistance in this area and now support. So like I've said many times on Swift, it's probably the bottom. If it is the bottom and it does hold over 208, then Swift Coin here is going to be a good play. I think it's got a lot of good targets. I think 10 cents is definitely on the table. 12x, 20 cents, so 10, 20, 22, 23x, and then 50 cents to 53x there. And then the Moon Boys on YouTube are calling for Swift coin to $1. So we have the 3 level, 125 is 143x from here. But yeah, I think 10 to 20 cents is very likely. 50 cents possible. Oh man. What are we looking at? Oh, we already looked at Jasmy. But yeah, Jasmy, Metal's looking for Jasmy for 5 to 10 cents to take profit. But I think 30 cents is very likely. 20 to 30 cents. It depends on what chart you go by. This is the crypto chart. 19, 20 cents is your 618 retracement from this one. So I do think 20 to 30 cents on Jasmy is very possible. So anywhere from a 10 to a 20x. What is Jasmy at? Jasmy, you need 2 cents on Jasmy. Oh yeah, we're at a penny and a half. But yeah, this is the chart we always use. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's holding the higher lows. It doesn't look bad. Put in a higher high. It's got a good looking chart overall. And this is why I say Jasmy. At some point, it'll break back over a penny and a half or 1.6 and then 2. A lot of charts look the same. And we're slowly getting squeezed. So we're getting closer and closer to these coins breaking to the upside, in my opinion. As you can see, there's not much room left. October, we should be breaking out and going up. Once Jasmy, where I got stuck last time, gets over 5, it's too late to buy in. It's bullish at that point. It's probably a bull run territory at that point once it breaks over 5. And then the 618 retracement to 30, I think is very possible to 20x. So if you want to be more conservative and not bullish on it, then 12 cents. Maybe 12 to 20 cents is the target for about a 10x. No, I think Jasmy's a sleeper. It's going to be a good one. They finally have all their stuff together, it seems like. Their coins are out, so I think Jasmy's going to surprise. It's just, I think it's going to be a little different this time because there's just, since 2021, there's so many coins now. So many meme coins and just coins everywhere. They flood the market with coins, so we'll see how this actually plays out. It may be because there's so many coins that they're going to pump one at a time or a couple at a time. They can't all pump at the same time. So it may be good if you're rolling over. Polyswarm, another Coinbase coin. Another coin that has a good overall macro chart. It's holding higher lows. You're trying to hold the 382 at the moment. Zoom out. Yeah, monthly candles are getting stuck, so until you stay over 2.1, it's not really bullish, but it looks like the bottom is in. If it's going to go up, this has got to be it. We've been saying that on these coins. Higher highs, higher lows. So the next way to go is up to a higher high. And the fact that we're running out of time, the higher high could be the top. So if it breaks the previous high, what do we got? 25 cents maybe for a 10x. If you're lucky, moonshot 20x to about 45 cents. But this is the chart I would like to see to buy in on. If I had money on something else, Polyswarm's still sitting here. This would be one of my plays. I'd put money in, wait for a pump, get out, buy another one. With the fact that we're in almost alt season, so I would say as soon as these things make a higher high, that's my game plan anyway. Higher high on it, I'm just going to take my profit and get out. But you guys holding if it does a 20x, congratulations. I hope you guys make it. No, I don't have any coins. I ain't got no money. I just got paid and it all went to bills, every speck of it, and I'm still underwater big time. So I can't. I'm not getting in. It's over. He says buy some dog and me. Yeah, that would be nice because dog and me may be about to break out, but I don't have money to buy it. There's no money. So yeah, we used to cover spells. Spells on my list that I'm never gonna get to use. I cannot believe after all this time I'm gonna miss it. And over the last week, after getting paid and all my money plus some I don't have, plus being in the negative, there's no way I'm getting in. This is not gonna happen. So I'm gonna have to accept my fate. Either someone in the chat's gonna save me at some point when they make money, or it's just what it is. I'm stuck here forever doing this. Yeah, Spell Token's got a very good looking chart. That's why it gets kind of depressing looking at these charts. Even though I'm trying to help you guys, not financial advice, but this is a very beautiful chart. Holding higher lows, higher highs, macro chart. It's going to pump at some point. What is this, the utility token for the Abracadabra network? So it'll have a decent run. If it just does a 618 retracement in alt season, that's a 12.5x. So congratulations. 786 retracement. So if we can hit a penny, 26, 27x. But yeah, it's going to have a decent move. And like I keep saying on these coins that look like this, it's just a very bullish macro chart. And the fact that, I don't know if you believe all season's coming or not, I do believe it's coming. I don't know to what degree, how big it's going to be, but some sort of form of it's coming. It's either very bullish or it's going to be very sluggish. But yeah, it's been holding up very nicely. I used to say it's waiting for me to get in, but it's not going to have to wait anymore. It can just go whenever. I just ready for the market to go so you guys make money. And so they will return CKB to the moon. What is CKB? Is this Nervous Network? Yeah, Nervous Network to the moon. I don't remember. Is this an old one? I mean, at this point, this is really all. Unless you're trading, you have to go watch someone else. But at this point, we're just looking at these macro pictures, trying to get an idea of where these coins are actually possibly could run to. Because we're almost there. And if it's an older coin, you may get a 0.5618 retracement out of it, and then it's over. So I just want you guys to be aware of that. Let me see. Low to the high, pretty much bounced off the 786, getting stuck at the 618382. So over 0067, it can be bullish again. But it's technically, yeah, it's still putting in higher highs and higher lows, so it's still got a good chart. Higher high. So it looks like the next run on this coin will be the higher high and possibly the top on it. If it's going to make a higher high. So what is it, 4? Yeah, maybe it does hit 10 cents. That's I don't know what CKB is. That's a 20x. I don't know where this one's going. I have no idea. Older coin, maybe you get out at 2. So 4.5, almost a 5x. It'll probably wick above 2 a little bit. They always do. They get stuck and they wick above and then it's over. So you may get a decent 5x out of Nervous Network, up to 2 to 3 cents maybe. What's up, Bo? Yeah, we did Jasmine a couple of times. Jasmine to 30 cents, very likely. Jasmine's one of my sleeper coins that I'm never going to buy. GST, didn't GST die? GST. We used to be bullish on that one. Yeah, you got to specify what Nero. Nero on Sol, Nero on ETH. What the hell happened? Why did we refresh? Okay, I don't know what happened there. Let's see. Oh, we got 20 people in here, so that's good. We only got 16 likes. Yeah, you always say buy some dog in me. Could if I would. Yeah, just let me know what Nero you're talking about. We'll look at GST. See if GST is still dying. Green Satoshi token to 0. Yeah, this thing's done. I think GMT is doing the same thing. At one point we were bullish on it. It was making, holding the chart that everything else has been holding, but it just died. And it made a lower low, so. We turned bearish on this coin a while back. Once it started breaking down. Yeah, it's still going down. Jesus. So short term, depending on where we want to draw it at, we'll just do it here. Short term. Until you get back over 0065, there's no bottom. You could take a stab, gamble at it, and try to say there's some sort of a bottom put in, but there's nothing telling me there is. It's just bearish. Yeah, this thing looks horrible. Trying to catch a falling knife, huh? Going to 0 to the shadow realm. Yeah, I believe we said that before. GST is officially off the list. It can go up if it wants, but it looks bad. Looked back, seems the same as my targets. That's good. Dog and me is just slow. Yeah, but it's gonna rocket out of here at some point soon. But yeah, RAV, GST is crap. It may go up, but it's just, I wouldn't touch it. Maybe I should go short it. Short it to 0. And that's where I make my money. Dog and me is just slow. I already read that. What's up, Roger? Roger Smith in the house. Do you know anything about M-Rocks Moonsters? No, I do not. I don't even know what that means. Is that a coin? Is that one of the random Randino coins out there? What is the ticker? M-Rocks. Maybe it's M-Rocks. Let me see if we can find it. M-Rocks. Yeah, GST's bearish. But it could pull a maybe. A maybe was doing the same thing at one point, and it just had a giant candle spawn in, and then everyone called me an idiot. Oh man, I swear. Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, Imrox. Moonsters. Maybe you're talking about Deck Screener coin. Moonsters. Are you talking about a pre-sale coin? I'm looking on Deck Screener for the imaginary coin. Okay, it's on Solana. Okay, Solana or base, what is it on? One's been out for 3 months on Solana, and the other one's been out for hours on base. I'd imagine it's the one on Solana. Alright, yeah, the one on Solana. I appreciate you getting back with us. Some people just say it and they never come back. Yeah, we only got 7 people in here. Over an hour. We're probably going to end this soon, but we'll pull up Imrox really quick here. Imrox on Sol. I would love to get some good Solana plays, but at one point I wanted to get at least 5 to 10 coins and put 50 to 100 bucks on them and just see what happens. Some Solana gamble plays, but I just don't have. I can't even put $50 on a coin right now. It's ridiculous. I don't know. I think it's screwed up here, the way we do things on credit. All right, I'll pull this up in just a moment. Let me go ahead and draw the chart. It's not horrible looking. It's holding bullish. Moonsters. Those look like the. I don't know if any of you guys grew up in the 80s or the 90s, 80s, 90s. All right, let me look at it. Let me pull it up. All right, so this is what we're looking at. Moonsters. But yeah, they used to have these balls that were toys you could buy in like Walmart or wherever it was. But they were monster balls or something. I don't remember. But that reminds me of something from my childhood. They were just balls with little scary, gross faces. Moonsters to the moon, 146 day, 2.8 million market cap, 8,000 holders. It doesn't look horrible. So high to the low, you're holding the 382. So as long as it holds over 2.7, it's still bullish. A little retracement back down. At least it doesn't look like some of the Solana coins like Billy and Used Car where they're just going down and they don't ever stop. Yeah, you tagged a 618 perfectly, low to the high, so it is respecting. You're making higher highs and higher lows, so it is a good looking chart here. So it bounced off the 618. You're getting stuck at the 0.5 at the moment. 236 you hit perfectly. So it is respecting these levels. So if it can hold the 382 and then come back to life, then let's see what kind of damage Moonsters can do. A new high on this one is a 7.5x up to 2 pennies. If it breaks that, possible 1618 retracement for a 17x up to 4.5. But as long as you're holding higher lows and higher highs, it doesn't look bad. So that could very well have been it. It could always come down here and put in a higher low, but we'll see. Once Solana goes to the moon, then these Solana coins will run. Thoughts on props? Caesar follow. Oh, yeah, I know who Caesar is. Caesar to the moon. What's up, Fernando? Thoughts on props? Now we're on the G's. But yeah, we're just trying to get ready for alt season. Like I've said before, even though I complain about money, as long as we go up and you guys make money and the super chats come in and people pile in and the channel grows, that'll be a good positive for me. But I would really like to have made some sort of money to get out of debt and actually start off the new year and not completely not knowing what's going to happen week to week, month to month. That was my whole plan, but it's all out the window, I think, now. Yeah, GFI. Where's our GFI target? Like I keep saying, I know GFI is on Coinbase. I know people do know about it. It's not the worst looking chart. It's just, what do we got? High to the low. You are down below 236, but if we draw a box, you're clearly at this area of support, resistance, resistance, support, support, support. So that's probably the bottom on it. And if we end up going down, so be it. Because yeah, it's not a big respecter of anything on the fibs. That is high to low. You're down below both levels. So it needs to get back over 5 and then 8 to be bullish short term, and then back bullish over $1, $1.07. Oh man. So if we can rally back up to the 786, that's where you get your 11.5, 12x up to 6. Is it going to hit a billion market cap and do a 35x? Maybe. Maybe you get $20 higher high. But I would just have to, I would just keep it simple on GFI. This is either the bottom or it's going to pull a GST. I don't think it will, and then it's never just going up. It's just going to be bearish forever. Clearly, you're making higher lows, and you're holding that macro area. So if I was ever going to buy Goldfinch, this is where I'd buy it. The chart tells me the bottom is in. It may dip a little bit, but the bottom is in. And I'll just hold till it goes up. And then what we'll do here, I'll just draw another one really quick on GFI. See if we can get a better target that's not so ridiculous. What is that on? Ridiculous. So the high on this one is 12. So maybe get $12 to $13 for a 20x, 23x. And on the bottom, the weekly stock RSI did just reset and crossed bullish. Last time it did that, it pumped up. What's up, Cortez, Ayaz? I forgot about Ayaz. Props. Yeah, where's my man Silver at? You still here? Props. I know we've looked at props before. Is this an RWA coin? Yeah, somebody needs to come up with a loan coin. Not where you have to loan against your Bitcoin or something, but if you're completely broke and they'll loan you some coins or some USDT for the bull run, and you just pay it back after a certain amount of time. That would be nice. Just prove to them that you're poor, and they'll send you some Tether, and hopefully you make it. Prop-based props is going sideways. Put in a higher. I mean, it's going sideways. There's nothing really to say. It's bearish below 3, bearish below 4.5. Want to zoom in on it? Well, first, since we're here. Wait, did I ever switch this back? Yeah, we did. Props. Props to a new high would be about 35 cents to 14.5, 15x from here. And then one last thing on props. Zoom in. High to the low, very short term. You're bouncing off of the 618. So right now, short term, if you can hold 2, back over 2.7, you can be bullish short term to try to push up and put the macro bottom in. But when you zoom out and zoom out and zoom out, it just doesn't look great. Turbo, yeah, I'm extremely bullish on Turbo. I think it's a guaranteed play, but I can't buy it, so I'm not. I'm bullish on it for you guys, but I'm not as bullish as I once was. Just because I was hoping I would be able to buy in on it. Because our Turbo chart, our bonk chart, and there's other charts, pretty much are telling us exactly where these things are going, especially zoomed out on the monthly. Perfect time to be buying in on Turbo. It doesn't have room. We don't have time for it to go lower. This is monthly candles, so something like this is probably not going to end up playing out because we're running out of time. We're already in mid-September. So the next move up is probably it for these coins. Turbo, bonk. Trading in this wedge clearly. These monthly candles. We're on the bottom again. We just bounced off of it here, here. So the next move up, it's probably a guaranteed move back to the top. So you're guaranteed a 10x up to about 4.5 to 5 cents. I would say probably definitely. Bull market scenario, there's a good chance it breaks out to the upside, and a good chance from now you get a 14 to 15 cent 34x turbo. But probably the next move up is going to be it. You got like 2 more candles that can spawn in here, and then it's over. October with a giant green candle, and then November with one last candle, and then it's over. I can clearly see that happening. So Turbo is a good play from here. There's a good chance you're going to get that move all the way up to 14, 15 cents. But definitely up here, 5 to 10 cents is very possible. AOS to 0. What is AOS? Our KuCoin chart. Yeah, AOS is doing the same thing PNG and ArcBlock are doing. Depending on where we want to draw, whatever we're drawing here, let me just move that. The macro bottom was put in. We said that months and months and months ago. Because if we draw our box, oh, you can just clearly see the support and resistance in this area. The support back here, turn resistance, turn support once we broke it. Yeah, I remember when we were looking at this thing back here. But it's going sideways. Let's see. Yeah, there's nothing to say on some of these coins. They're going sideways, and they're all forming these wedges. Most of them are. Maybe that's why we had it there. And it just tells me we're running out of time. I keep saying the same thing over and over, but we're slowly running out of time. It's going to be October. October's breakout point. So we're almost there. You guys got to hold for at least another month. Then we start breaking out and going up. Other than that, it's just complete sideways. Once you get over 44, it's time to go. And AOS to a new high, 470 to $5, so maybe get a 15x in the tank. But it doesn't look too bad where it's at. What's up, Nick? PNG back over 30. I don't know our target for PNG anymore. But I think it should go over 30. Yeah, you guys are going to break even. You guys are going to make more money than you think. Yeah, it's doing the same thing as AIs. Over 30, definitely. Don't worry, it'll go back over 30. If it doesn't break down from here, which is another coin that you can see resistance, resistance, turn support, support. Just got to break the downtrend and you got to start moving up. Oh, there goes the dog. Man, it doesn't look horrible. It's holding over the 3-2. It's just downtrend needs to break. And easily a 10x to $1.30. 9 to 10x. Definitely gonna hit 30 cents. Yeah, if it doesn't break down and it stays over 11, then $1 in play, definitely. One last move up. Maybe 50 cents. Ah, damn it, I think someone's here. Alright, I appreciate you guys coming in. Let me go ahead and end the poll here. I always appreciate you guys coming in here. One of these days will be not so bearish. And it's coming soon, but I do appreciate you guys. I appreciate the super chat that came in, the $2. It's awesome. And as always, none of this is financial advice. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow, and we'll be back at it. With that being said, good luck everyone, and peace out.